Randy Allman with Post Perspective. We're here at SIGGRAPH 2022. I am with Landis Fields from ILM. Landis, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is, so I don't know your title exactly, but I know real-time is in it. Can you please tell us what it is and what it all entails?
Yeah, so I'm the real-time principal creative in Industrial Light and Magic. And basically what that entails is anything along all of the projects at ILM and Lucasfilm that pertain to real-time and how we're injecting real-time across the board throughout all the phases.
So how long have you been with ILM and what was your title prior to that? Because really, real-time is sort of a newish thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, we actually just did a bunch of panels yesterday that talked about ILM's first use of real-time. We used game engines back on Artificial Intelligence, that movie, which is funny because now there's so much use of real-time artificial intelligence in a lot of the stuff that we do today. I started working out back with Dave Filoni on the Clone Wars, and then eventually started working with Doug Chang in the art department. So I kind of have been at ILM in multiple phases and with Lucasfilm in so many different ways. So for me, it's really nice to see how we've started to incorporate real time in all of these different departments and workflows.
So for those that are watching, explain the benefits, the biggest benefits of real time and what filmmakers can now do.
It's funny, that's a great question. When people, I think, first hear about real time and the use of this industry, right, they instantly start thinking, oh, does that mean we can get rid of render farms and all of that? And sure, there is definitely benefits to that, right, of having not have to wait for offline renders. But truth be told, especially with a lot of the LED volume work and all of the stagecraft type shows and immersive storytelling things that we're doing, it gives filmmakers more bites at the apple and the ability to figure out all of the things that we need to get working so that on the day we're ready to go. It just feels like a reshoot, or it just basically allows all the storytellers and filmmakers to use the stagecraft ecosystem to basically get as much time with the story as possible. So real time is very vital for us. It's not just like a nice thing to have. It's a lot of our productions rely heavily on it.
So now it's sort of embedded in everything that you guys
in everything we do, especially as distribution models in that change. The way we're connecting with these stories in different ways. Some folks might be experiencing this universe through a video game. Some folks might be experiencing it through a Disney Plus series. So all of those worlds need to be a living, breathing space that's connected, and we rely heavily on it being real time.
Well, it's kind of cool. So virtual production and Mandalorian, I think, is what everybody holds up as sort of what helped people believe that this can happen. What have you guys learned since then? What do you see coming in terms of virtual production, and why is it so important?
That's actually a great question. Virtual production, as a definition, has evolved over time, right? Like a lot of things have. I think it started out with, it's a mix between like visual development and design and tech viz, all of these different things, and now, taking posts and moving it up front. We're very fortunate to have visionaries like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, and the support of someone like Kathleen Kennedy, who's been in the industry and understands and has seen this evolution and been a part of it, right? So I think where we're heading with virtual production, where it was and where it's going, is just at the core, we're all working collaboratively in real time from anywhere in the world to scout things in VR and spaces and experiences. And that ultimately becomes the bones all the way down to the final end viewer that's going to experience that thing. It's not like we're doing a 2D concept art and that's just inspirational and it's throwaway, and then we do previs and then that's throwaway. All of this is a living, breathing world that we're building that ends up being a piece of what it's going to be in the end.
It's sort of this whole new world, and it's really, really exciting, and everybody here is talking about it. So what have you seen here that you're impressed with, and what do you expect in terms of trends going forward?
One of the things that has been a really neat experience for me is I've been coming to SIGGRAPH since I was a student. And I love to see the new generation still embracing it and how it's been changing, right? And there's virtual versions of this experience here. It's very poetic, and where the industry is going and how the industry is celebrating itself too is reflective on where it's going. So for me, I love seeing a lot of the advancements in the tech and seeing mocap suit companies that are embracing artificial intelligence to help bolster what they've already been doing for years. So we're in a part of a very exciting time for what we do, but definitely you can tell that it's standing on the shoulders of giants for all of this. So it's an exciting time.
Well, Landis, thank you so much. I know it's a busy show. I will let you go, but
thank you.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely, thank you.